Hello students. Today we are going to read the next topic of life process, that is transportation. But before that, let us recall that previous two topics were nutrition and respiration. In nutrition we have learned that how living organisms take their food, digested, absorbed and assimilated it, and in respiration that food is utilized to get energy. Now, whatever food and respiratory gases are taken by the body, it has to be transported to each and every cell and part of our body, because we all are multicellular organisms. So for that we need a system which is called transportation system or circulatory system. Human transportation or human circulatory system consists of blood, heart and blood vessels. So now we are going to learn one by one about this. So first of all we will discuss about blood. You know students, you have already read in class 9 that blood is a fluid connective tissue, and basically blood flows through each and every part of our body with the help of blood vessels. Now blood is mainly consists of two parts, that is the fluid part and the cellular part. The fluid part, the liquid part is known as plasma. As you can see in this paragraph, it is written, it is known as plasma. And plasma, basically it is colorless fluid which contains around 92% water, and rest 8% it contains salts, sugar, amino acids, proteins, ions, wastes, etc. Then the cellular part. Blood is basically contains three types of cells, that is RBCs, red blood cells, also known as erythrocytes. Then WBCs, that is white blood cells, also known as leukocytes. And the third one is platelets, which is also known as thrombocytes. So RBCs, WBCs and platelets are the three cellular part of the blood. Now what is the function of all these? First is plasma. Plasma is basically responsible for the transportation of food, whatever digested food, then carbon dioxide and nitrogenous waste. Whatever the waste in our body, that is urea, has to be transported by the plasma. As you can see here, it is written that plasma transports food, carbon dioxide and nitrogenous waste in dissolved form. In the respiration topic also we have learned that how this carbon dioxide is traveled. So basically in the dissolved form, this nitrogen, this carbon dioxide get dissolved in plasma and then transported. Then RBCs. RBCs is basically biconcave in shape. Okay, and this RBCs also contain a pigment known as hemoglobin, and it is also called respiratory pigment. If you remember, in respiration topic we have studied. And what is the function of it? It helps in transportation of oxygen. This is the main function because it contains hemoglobin, and hemoglobin is the carrier of oxygen. It has a very strong affinity for oxygen, and that is why it transports it. Is the main function of RBCs. The lifespan of RBCs is 120 days. After every 120 days, our new RBC cells form. And where they are formed? RBC cells are formed in bone marrow. Fluid contains in bones. Okay, and it does not contain nucleus. Non-nucleated cells होते हैं RBCs. Then come to WBCs. WBCs are white blood cells, and you know that it helps to fight against diseases. It develops our immune system. We are having different types of WBCs, granulated as well as non-granulated, or you can say agranulated cells. In class 9 you have already read about it. So they make our defensive mechanism system. They are basically colorless and amoeboid. They have no proper shape basically, and they can easily pass through the capillaries. क्योंकि इनकी शेप नहीं होती है, जस्ट अमीबॉइड शेप जैसे होता है, दैट इज़ वाई दे आर कॉल्ड अमीबॉइड. So they can easily pass through the capillaries because capillaries are the thinnest blood vessels. Then WBCs, they contain nucleus and they play a very important role in maintaining our defensive system. Then come to platelets. Platelets again are non-nucleated cells and their lifespan is around 7 to 12 days. So every week you can say our platelets keep on changing. And platelets, what is the function? Its function is clotting of blood. So whenever there is an injury, whenever there is any sort of bleeding in our body, then these platelets help in clotting the blood and stop bleeding. So these are the main functions of RBCs, WBCs and platelets.